There's a hidden psychological impact of disharmony and distrust in your senior leadership team that you might be missing. If you're the president of your construction company, you have a team that reports to you. And typically in most construction companies, you have someone who's responsible for the project side of the business and someone who's responsible for the field side of the business. And often the field and the project side of the business, though they should be working together as a team, tend to get at loggerheads because of various issues. And if you have someone who's leading the project side and someone who's leading the field side, and they can't get along together, that has an extreme psychological impact down the chain of command on both your project managers and your superintendents. Let me describe that to you just a little bit. What happens is when they look up and they see their bosses always in conflict, and that then impacts their ability to run their projects efficiently, it discourages them from wanting to be in those senior leadership roles. So you might have a talented superintendent who could be a really great fit for a senior leadership position, but he might say, you know what, I'm just going to run my jobs with my guys, and I don't want that position if all it means is conflict with the guy from the project side. And at the same time, it creates a source of temptation. And that temptation isn't just to stay in your lane and say, I'm going to take care of my projects, but the temptation is to leave your company. And let me describe that to you. You know that recruiters are hitting up your talented PMs and supers on a regular basis. It's just the reality of the construction world. And when they see conflict at a senior level and they think, you know what, I don't know if I want to be involved with this company on a long-term basis because I don't want that conflict. And the recruiter comes along and says, hey, I'll give you an extra 10 grand a year over at this other place, and the atmosphere over there, you know, the grass is always greener on the other side, right? And that can then cause you to lose some really great talent because of that temptation of going to work for someone else. So that hidden psychological impact of conflict at the executive level is discouragement and then temptation to leave. So you, as the leader of your construction company, you must be aware of the conflicts that occur in your senior leadership team and do whatever you can to get those folks on the same page. And if you can't get them on the same page working together as a team, then you must question yourself as to whether or not you have the right people in the right positions. So let me encourage you, get stuck in making sure that the relationship between your senior people is as healthy and productive as possible. Because if it isn't, I promise you, it's having a negative effect down the chain of command to some of your talented people. Hope you found the video helpful.